local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
All right, Jackson, well, that snow continuing to fall out there, but it's really not adding up to much.
No, it's not. And I think that's the main thing to focus on. It is kind of a long period of snow, but it's not a heavy snow. So accumulations are light for the most part. We've only had, I think, about an inch here at the station, an inch and a half more in other places. While it is continuing to snow, maybe we add on that extra inch over the next few hours. Again, this isn't snowmageddon. It is manageable, and thankfully, that is the good news out of this snow event. Temperatures, though, absolutely supporting that snowfall itself with those sub-freezing temperatures at the surface. We're continuing to see this light, steady snow make its way off to the north and to the east as part of what is kind of a more disorganized system that we've been tracking over the past 24 hours. You know, this is a little bit different than what we saw earlier this week on Tuesday, where we had kind of this stationary front that was draped across the U.S. and dumping snow in many places. Here, it's just kind of a weak circulation that we're watching here. As we get through the rest of the afternoon, that snow is actually going to start to break up just a little bit, and by, I think, just before dinner time, it's going to turn into more isolated snow showers. So the good news is that beyond now and over the maybe next hour or so, you'll continue to see that heavier snow, but you're definitely going to see more breaks, and eventually things will quiet down heading into that overnight hours. So great news there. And of course, your Saturday is going to be absolutely cool outside, dry, no issues there. Same thing for your Sunday. In terms of what we could see out of this, over the next few hours, maybe another inch. That's about it. I think half an inch is probably the sweet spot for most of us in the mid-state. Of course, in the evening times, with the increase of wind speeds that you're going to see, wind chill has really become a really major issue as those temperatures drop back into the teens overnight. So, you know, we've had some sub-freezing nights. This is going to be one of the colder ones we've seen, and when you add that wind in, it really blows a lot of that heat off your body. So getting into the overnight, maybe some sub-zero wind chills at times, maybe more in the mountains, but definitely even in the cities, you could see those temperatures really, really drop and things feel really, really cold, especially further to the north. So at the very least, single digits heading into the evening and overnight hours. We get through the rest of the day and into your extended outlook. It's going to get warmer next week. In fact, in the 40s for these highs. We haven't been there in a while. It has been a very cold week outside, and of course we're tracking another rain opportunity. That's through your Wednesday into next Friday. Just a lot of rain on tap, and that's probably going to wash away a lot of that snow that we've built. High of 30 degrees this afternoon. Then we get into the evening tonight, 15 for that low. As I mentioned, back in the teens, those sub-zero wind chills you're going to have to pay attention to. Then we hit the upper 40s by next Thursday. A gradual warming trend. Definitely not something that is super great, but for this time of year, which is typically the coldest, James, it definitely is a nicer change of pace.
That will be nice to see.
Yep.
Jackson, thank you very much.